The Memorare, an invocation to Mother Mary. This is a prayer to Blessed Virgin Mary, invoking her intercession for help by way of petitions. Whenever we face difficulties or sorrow or sickness, we first think of God. That's because it is a difficult path to tread and we have no idea what will come next. History is witness to the solace offered by Mother Mary to those in difficulties, be it be the courage to face a situation, be it be to abide by a situation, be it be to bear the situation, and so on. If you happen to visit Mahim Church in Mumbai on a Wednesday or Velankani Church during the month of September, you will have a fair idea how much faith people have in Mother Mary. Men, women, children tonsure themselves, walk on their knees on hot sand on a sunny day, just to appease Mother Mary, to grant them whatever they are asking for. Like any prayer, if it has to be meaningful and effective, has to come from the heart. There is no better way to pray than to close your eyes and then recite the prayer by pondering on each and every word of the prayer. When we recite the Memorare, we say, "Remember, O most gracious Virgin Mary, that anyone who fled to your protection, implored your help, or sought your intercession was left unaided." Stress on the words fled to your protection, implored your help, or sought your intercession. Now, what do we mean by saying fled to your protection? In times like the pandemic or any epidemic, our main protector is the Creator. He has given this power to His Mother to provide protection to His people. In times like this, when you remind her that her protection is very much necessary for us in passing through difficult times. When we say, "Implore your help," we literally mean we seek her help in tiding over any situation. When we say, "Sought your intercession," we say that her intercession is necessary for us to tide over the current situation and was left unaided. By this, you are reminding Mother Mary and also to yourself that no one who came to her for help is returned empty-handed. Recall John chapter 2 verse 1 to 11, how Jesus acceded to Mother Mary's request at Cana in Galilee, where at a wedding the host ran out of wine. Mary said to Jesus, "They have no more wine." Jesus' reply to her was very candid. "Dear woman, why do you involve me? My time has not yet come." He didn't say "dear mother," but he addressed her as "dear woman." But Mary told the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." That's the level of confidence she had in her son. Even though he was not ready to start miracles in his life just then, he could not stop himself. Rest is history. This is what we are reminding Mother Mary when we say, "Anyone who fled to your protection, implored your help, or sought your intercession was left unaided." Say this with all conviction, faith, and belief. You will see how this prayer will work in your life. In the second part of the prayer, we say, inspired with this confidence that she will not let us down. Come what may, I fly unto you, implore you, beseech you, humbly pray to you, O Virgin of Virgins, my mother, to you I come. Where else will I go? Before you I stand. When I say before you I stand, I virtually mean before you I bow down, sinful and sorrowful. That is an admission of how helpless I am because of what I did and what I do. O Mother, despise not my petitions. Do not look down on me with contempt, even though I am a sinner. But in your vast mercy, hear and answer me. Amen. Jesus has given his mother abundant powers. Powers to heal, powers to grant favors, powers to intercede, and powers to crush the evil. Whenever you recite this prayer, go down on your knees, bow your head, and recite this prayer with all humility and sincerity. She will definitely hear it and come to your aid in a form she finds it necessary. May the Virgin Mary hear us.